The cost of IT in business can be staggering. From hardware and software expenses to services like internet and phone, you don't need to spend a fortune on IT to succeed. If your organization spends more than $500 monthly on any service, or you're considering signing a long-term contract, IT Enabled can help you manage your technology and minimize your costs. Contact us today to schedule a free consultation. IT Enabled, we're here to help.
Hi, this is Tara Watson-Watkins with the Lufkin Angelina County Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to the Connect podcast, connecting business to the community. I'm here today with my co-host, Blake Polino with BP Media Group.
So this week we interview Small Business of the Year winners, Casey and Sandi Adams of Fitt Life, to talk about their awesome organization. We talk about all of the fun things that they do, Nerf battles, working out, some of our experiences working out with Casey, and tons of fun stuff in this episode. So let's get into that now.
We're excited to kick off the beginning of the year with our Small Business of the Year award winners, Fitt Life. We've got Casey and Sandi Adams joining us today. It's awesome because in 21, we decided that we would change up our Small Business of the Year and do small, medium, large, add in a nonprofit of the year. And how about that? Fitt Life won Small Business.
Whoop, whoop. It was, and the event was awesome, by the way. I'm sure you've heard a few times because it was so cool. It was a good, y'all did a great job.
It was really a lot of fun. I have to say, I have to give Jill props because she was the one that said, I want a party. And I said, okay. And she goes, no, like a big party. I said, like, how about red carpet at the Pines? And she goes, that'll work.
It was, and y'all pulled it off so well. It was.
Oh, thanks.
It was epic. It was. I mean, I don't know because I'm a little biased because we won, but I had a heck of a night.
Well, good. Well, for the listeners, why don't you tell them kind of y'all's background history, being in Lufkin, and then how Fitt Life got started?
Well, I've been in Lufkin, I guess, over 20 years now. Gosh, I'm getting old. So graduated from Central, so been in the area for about over 20 years now. I started in the fitness industry, I guess, about 15 years ago at Synergy. Yeah. And you used to come to Synergy, correct?
I loved your giant ball class.
Yes, we had the best balls in Lufkin. Can I say that? Yes, I can say that. You already said it. So, yeah, we had this awesome Swiss ball class. Actually, my mentor was definitely Ryan Rex, and then a bunch of us youngsters. He kind of, I guess, let us know the correct way to train and everything like that. And then from there, as things kind of fell apart at Synergy, just life happens. And then I moved on to a couple other gyms and I kind of stopped training for a little bit there. I mean, I still would go to people's houses and do some one-on-ones. And I was talking with Sandi one day and I was like, this is taking off a little bit. I think I could do like my own gym and I want an obstacle course outside. Because I was really watching a lot of American Ninja Warrior. I had built a little pegboard in our backyard and I couldn't even do it at first. And then eventually I kind of got to where I could do that, which we also had a pegboard at Synergy, which kind of full circle on that. And then, one thing led to another and we built an obstacle course in the back of El Chico's parking lot. We got permission to make a jogging course and it was an epic jogging course. And people always would drive over the loop and say, man, do y'all have like a dog park out there? Like, man, that is a large dog park. See, I was like, I don't really see dog park, but man, yes, sure, whatever it takes to get you over there. And then from there, I was training out of a small, you could call it a gym. It was a garage and no AC, no heat, no running water, probably illegal as all get out. We weren't really official yet. And then we got official. And then we were blessed and opened up right across, like it literally was across the parking lot, the location that our very first actual Fitt Life location. It became vacant and I, got a hold of somebody, the owner of the building was like, hey man, I really want to, lease that building. He gave me the price. I was like, that's pretty reasonable. We prayed about it, walked through it. I told people like, hey, this is what I see as I'd walk them through there. Hey, this is going to be here. This is going to be there. And it happened, over time. It just, there was leftover wood in the building that we built. Probably 70% of the indoor obstacles out of was just leftover wood in there. And then we were able to take some of the stuff from outdoors. Whenever insurance purposes, we had to actually shut down the El Chico one. and I was able to move a lot of that stuff indoors. And then behind me until insurance also shut that down. Stupid insurance companies. Anyway, it's probably for a good reason though. I mean, and it rained so much. It was a blessing on blessings on blessings because it rains. It's either cold or hot in East Texas. You have like 3 days a year that actually is decent. From there, we got into that bigger location. Everything worked out. Somehow everything worked out. And then, this little thing happened in 2020. I don't know if you guys know about it. Somebody licked a bat and then the world stopped turning pretty much. And we luckily had a low overhead during this 2020 with lots of prayers, lots of stress, lots of doing chores around the house. We painted our house. We painted the inside of the house, the outside of the house, redid. I mean, I kind of really sit still. And, eventually we opened back up, thank God. And then from there, I had this idea and vision that, we could be bigger than what we are. The sky is the limit. This isn't, I didn't come this far to come this far. Yeah. This isn't it. We didn't really have much of a parking lot. And who knows how many people we missed out on because they would come by one of our group classes and just see the parking lot like, I can't even get in here. I'm just going to keep on driving. And so
it was a good excuse not to come work out.
It really was.
No parking.
Oh, darn.
I'm going to keep going. I don't have to work out.
And to get to our Ninja Gym side of it, there was like an alleyway there, and it was super sketchy looking. I'm not going to lie. To drive down there, probably a lot of people this ghetto place over here. I'm going to get stabbed or shot. And then, so I had this vision, and, it was, I guess around December when we looked at that building, Trey McWilliams actually was like, hey, you still wanting to expand? Because at this time, my 5 a.m. class, we had about 23 to 25 people in it in our little gym at the time. And it's like, this is awesome, but it's also like we've outgrown this building. I never thought it would happen, but it did. I already knew we outgrew the parking lot, but then we actually outgrew the building. And he was asking me, I was like, yeah, man, I'm always, interested. He's like, come with me, we'll go look at it. So Trey took me by, we looked at the building, and I was like, man, this could really, this could work. So I got a hold of the lady that does the leasing and everything, and she was telling me about it. And I was like, well, let's walk through it. Sandi met me there, and actually, was it Chris that met with us from Real Graphics that just I happened to be in the neighborhood or something? Taylor Kovar. Yeah, Taylor Kovar was in the, he's like, yeah, I'll come with you and look at it. So we looked at it, and I was like, what do you think, Taylor? He's like, hey, man, it could work. And then the same thing, I brought a few different people with me just to look at. Oh, he did. He definitely, he's like, man, build a big office because, you might need it one day. And we did. And we're probably outgrown it. And then Chris told me just to get the whole section because Chris doesn't play any games. That's true. If you guys know Chris Flanagan, he is the man, and his vision's bigger than mine. And he's like, man, why don't you just get the whole building? I was like, man, dude, you gonna pay for it, Chris? Anyway, and so it all worked out the way it was supposed to work out. There was moments when they were doing the building and everything. We had another thing happened in 2020. Or was that 2021? 2021, the Snowmageddon, where
runs together.
Yeah, basically. We're playing Jumanji here, guys. It's cool. And so that one set us back probably a month almost. Well, it was a half a month because initially we were going to open in January. January turned into February, turned into, all right, we're going to open March. And I even announced it. Yeah, guys, which, by the way, if you're ever doing a new building, never announce when you're opening. Learn that. She told me so. So we opened up in March 15th when we were supposed to open up January 1st. But the Lord is just amazing because had we opened up in January, there was another wave of COVID or something. There was something that would have we wouldn't have got the steam we wanted. Right. There was just so many things that would have happened. Plus, I mean, if that freeze had happened and all our pipes had been there, who knows what we would have lost or whatever. And it all works out. And so here we are now, business of the year. I mean, it got jumped forward. Awesome. And it's been a lot of work, a lot of prayer, and a lot of awesome employees. We have some great girls that work on our team. And my wife's been there believing in me every step of the way. Somehow, I don't know how, but she keeps believing.
So for those that don't know where the new location is, it's where down from where the old Tuesday morning used to be. Yes.
So we are in the Chestnut Village parking lot. If you were to go to the dollar store, we across the street. That's pretty much how because if you look it up on Google, 533 South Chestnut takes you to the car wash for some reason, which is across the street, not anywhere near us. Now, I'm here at this car wash. Or where are you guys at? I guess they're used to the old location. We're like, no, you go go down this corridor and then just look left, blink twice, and you're there. But I think we might have gotten it a little bit more fixed because her brother was in town and he actually sent me a screenshot and it was in the right vicinity. So I was like, okay,
Googled it.
I think we're good now. One of our clients did it for us, so I think
Nice.
we're good now. But yeah, and it's really cool. It used to be Lockheed Martin's missile warehouse, which
didn't know that. That's
now
cool.
it's a gun show.
Just building different guns in there now.
Yeah, baby, yeah. And we took over basically 3/4 of the building. There was another little section there that now is Rose Cottage. And then one day, if anything ever shuts down over there, we're going to expand because we've slowly but surely are outgrowing it already, which is such a good problem. Yeah. Still a problem nonetheless, but it's such a good problem to have. But everything's awesome.
And you have all kinds of classes.
Tell us about the activities
so we
and things going on.
have group exercise classes all throughout the day, a 5 a.m., a 6 a.m., a 8 a.m., 20, and the 5 is 5:15. We have a noon. We even have a yoga class now at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays. Band classes at nighttime at 6 p.m. There's a 5:20 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So we have classes. I try to cut out the excuses to like, hey, oh man, can't come at 5 this morning. Oh, well then what about noon? Oh, you can't come at noon? Okay, what about night? I try to, or if someone's like, well, I had a big meeting. Like, oh, you had one at 5 a.m.? And then they look at me like, Casey, you suck. I'm like, I know, I do.
We do the same body part throughout the whole day, so no matter what class you go to. So like Monday, you can only go at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, you can go at noon. You're not going to do like legs every single day.
You will definitely hit the same group that you'll stay on par with everything throughout the day. And then we also do personal training, and then it's also a 24/7 gym, so anybody can come. Like you were saying, you wanted to get a Peloton, and we have 2 spin bikes that are in the corner. You could easily do the app right there on your phone, save you a couple grand. Although after paying me, throughout the year, we're not gonna talk. It save you a couple grand. Just think about.
Hey, you got to pay monthly for the Peloton thing too.
That's right.
So I'm just trying to save you money, bro. Just trying to save you money.
You are right.
And then you'd be in the gym atmosphere.
That's right.
You want to do it. But so we're 24/7, and there's no contracts with the classes. There's no contract with the gym or personal training. I mean, there's no contracts. Now you have to show up, but that's on you. If you want to pay for your session and not come, I'll take it. But I would much rather you come and get results.
It's funny. We tell people all the time that the chamber is like having a gym membership. If you get plugged in to the chamber, you get everything you can. If you pay your monthly bill and you don't show up, you don't get anything out of it. And so we use that scenario constantly. And people are like, oh, that's true.
I was telling somebody that a few weeks ago. It's one of the new nutrition shops in town. They're going to be signing up with you guys pretty soon.
Awesome.
And I was like, no. And they're like, well, I'm like, no, if you get involved with it, you're going to get a lot out of it. Now, if you just want to join it, then you're going to waste your money.
That's
mean, it's not a waste, but it's still, you guys have so many opportunities for people to dive in and do stuff. You just it's kind of like in Lufkin, people are always like, there's nothing to do in Lufkin. That is a lie.
Yeah.
There is something to do in Lufkin.
All the time.
There's multiple things at the same time.
That's right.
It seems like every time somebody tries to plan an event, there's events
fighting over
stack up.
Saturdays.
Yes, and Thursdays and Tuesdays. It's the same scenario. I wish I could be more involved with the chamber I mean, we're fairly involved, but I wish I could do more.
Because you've helped us on so many different things. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about was, you've helped us at Forest Festival. So a couple of years ago, we added in the Lumberjack Fun Run,
which was fun.
We added in the obstacle course. Of course, who do you call but Casey when you want to do an obstacle course?
I'm the guy.
Absolutely. In fact, Annalie did the obstacle course and I think she was third runner-up or something, third place. And she asks every single time, is that guy going to be back with all those cool obstacles? I'm like, that guy is Casey, and he's my friend.
But you can always come to the gym now for those.
That's right.
Because we got rid of all the portable obstacle stuff, which I hated to do. I just didn't have anywhere to store it. And it was a pain in the butt to carry that around. One time, one of the new obstacles I had built it was... I think it was for the health thing, maybe Heart Institute, where they had all these different. It was almost like Touch a Truck, but it was for the Heart Institute, where they had some police cars out there and stuff. Anyway, I built some obstacles to take out there. Once again, same thing, just giving back. It's great publicity for us, and it's great for everybody wins, except for when you don't tie down your new obstacle you built. So we're coming over the loop, and I had it in there. It looked like a flying V, like a Mighty Duck symbol or something, like going in the back of my truck. And my buddy had helped me load it up. I tied it down on the way too, but on the way from, I was like, this thing will be fine. We're going. And then all of a sudden, I kind of hear this, and then, and I like look in the rearview mirror and see it just.
Oh no!
And I'm just lucky that nobody got hurt. It didn't fly off the loop, and nobody ran it over. That was the dumbest thing I've done in a long time. I wouldn't say that. It's the dumbest thing I did that day. That day. But I still have that obstacle. I was able to repair it and everything. It was awesome. And every time I look at it, I think about that because it's still got a little nick in the side. I'm like, this thing used to be really pretty, and there's that nick right there.
Yeah.
But just note to self, my craftsmanship is so good it can take 60 miles an hour fall on the back of the truck on the loop. Yeah. I'm just saying, it's pretty good craftsmanship.
Even better. Well, Casey also helps us with our Leadership Tomorrow ropes
Yes,
course.
yes.
We used to do that at Angelina College, and now that ropes course is gone, we pulled in Fitt Life and Casey and Sandy, and
I've actually
I know they had a
hired
great
a
time.
couple of kids from that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I use it as a job expo for me.
Nice.
Little do you guys know. Once again, it was a win-win. As I was telling the kids something, and I was like, also, we are hiring. So if you really like shooting Nerf guns at each other, I have this opportunity, and I pay pretty well to shoot kids with Nerf guns.
That's awesome.
I want to get paid to shoot people with Nerf guns.
It's a pretty cool gig.
It's a cool job.
It's a pretty cool gig. Some people, I joke about it sometimes on a Saturday. I'm like, I gotta go to work on a Saturday as I'm like shooting Nerf guns at kids. Man, my job is so.
This is tough.
But somebody's got to do it. I mean, somebody has to. True story.
And I need to
True
bring
story.
Annalie to do that. She likes to, man. And I'm like, okay, she's her daddy because she'll run and hide behind a tree, and she can come around that tree with her scope, and you never even know it, and she will ping you.
Oh,
It's crazy.
It's so much fun. And then the cool thing too is kids, they're getting sweaty, they're active, they don't even realize. So another service we do, I don't know if I talked about that, is we do birthday parties, and then we do like special events. We'll team up with small businesses as well and do like a date night thing where they can go shop locally. We've done actually every year except for this year because we were blessed to go to Disney World. But if we would have been here, I don't even know if we'd do it. I was kind of tired of kids at the moment, but we probably would have. But we team up with small business whenever it's Small Business Saturday, and we will watch the kids. It's called Nerf Ninja. So they ninja first, and then we have an all-out Nerf battle afterwards, while their parents go out and shop locally. And what we do is we pair up and give away stuff like, hey, if you go shop here, you get like a punch card basically, and then they go and they shop those local businesses and bring their receipt back, and we give away stuff. So it's cool. Everybody wins. Yeah, we win, the small businesses win, the kids get a great time, and the parents get to shop without their kids. Hallelujah. I mean, everybody wins. And so then we've also paired up with Boys and Girls Club on one of their events, what is it?
Black Tie Bingo.
Black Tie Bingo.
You've done Lufkin's Bistro too.
Yeah, we try to do as much as we can with that, because it helps. Everybody wins. We have kids too, so it's a way for us to take our kids there and not have to get an extra sitter. Plus, we're able to serve the community, and everybody wins. I love winning. And speaking of which, I don't know if you guys know, but we won small. I'm just kidding.
Just a little award. So you guys do also camps during the summertime?
Yes, summertime
activities.
We're probably going to do a spring break camp again as well. We always talk about the winter break camp, but I just don't.
It's hard. Yeah.
And it's all about attendance.
Yeah.
We'll see, but probably not. It's too late in the game now. But we try to pair up with as often as kids are going to be out of school to give them something to do, because it's a chance for a lot of kids that don't do athletics to come and. It's perfect for kids with ADD. I will not lie. It is perfect. So if your kids have ADD or ADHD or just can't pay attention, period, it's the place for them. They always love it. Maybe it's because I have ADD, but I don't know. And I love it. But it really is it's a great, avenue for kids to come and get healthy without even realize they're doing physical activity.
Yeah.
That's right.
Until they're sweated down like.
Yeah.
My hands hurt. It's because you've been playing the Nintendo. So
Yeah. And what kind of stuff they do at so obviously Nerf guns galore, I can imagine. But
yes. So we have, and now we even have with the new location, which was another thing I envisioned, was a toddler area. So there's a spot. So if it's a kid's birthday party, you can come. There was always little siblings would always be there with them, and mostly it's for my benefit because I was always worried about them, falling, cracking a skull, or just a runaway baby getting kicked by a kid doing a ninja obstacle. So there's a spot for the toddlers to go. It's got grass on the ground, and honestly, there's the bigger kids end up in there throwing balls at each other most of the time. Yeah. I'm not even. That's not normally. If you're like, where'd the kids go? And then you hear, pow, pow, pow. They're back there. But so what we do in the Ninja Gym, it's kind of cool because I think we are the only, we are the only place where when you book your birthday party, you don't have to do anything. I run the kids through every obstacle. I or one of my guys run them through all the obstacles. Like individually, each person gets to go through any obstacle. And then at the end of it, after they've done all the obstacles, usually what we'll do is we'll do all of them kind of grouped together, like as a kind of a race to see what their time can do and everything like that. From there, after that, I'll send them on to do birthday cake or whatever. And if it's a date night thing or one of our team up nights where we're just doing the Nerf Ninja is what we call it. We'll send them in there, eat pizza, load the Nerf guns, and then from there it's just an all-out Nerf gun battle. We'll team them up in groups of
That's
either.
Fun. I want to have a birthday party there.
I know.
And honestly, we've had a few adult birthday parties there. I had my birthday party there. My 33rd, I think, was there. It was awesome.
That sounds fun.
And then my buddy, actually, his wife it was before we were officially. No, we were open. Yeah, he actually helped move everything over there. His wife was like, "Hey, I really want to do Corey a surprise birthday party there." I was like, bet. Can I come? She's like, well, of course you can come. I was like, well, then game on. And it was awesome. And dude, I've got some videos of it. There was one guy there that was from the SWAT team, and he's like rolling over stuff like,
that's awesome.
Go, SEAL Team 6, go. And then we also did a bachelor party there, which is the nerdiest bachelor party ever. Yeah. And it's like those memes, like what you imagine your husband's doing when he's out and what your husband's actually doing whenever he's out. That would have been a perfect meme because we were just in there literally just Nerf fighting. That's funny. We had a few drinks while we were Nerf fighting, but it was it was awesome. It was so awesome. Like, I also have some videos of that.
So how many people can you hold at a party like that?
We don't want bigger than 30 because I prefer, up to 30. The most we could probably, as far as fire code goes, is 50, but that's just chaos. Yes. So 30 is, so we offer party packages of 10, tier 1, which is 10 kids, tier 2 is 20 kids, and tier 3 is 30 kids. Okay. So it all depends on, I don't like to go over 30. Now, if you're going to pay for it, I will definitely, we'll make it work. I just got to make sure I have enough staff and everything. No, and that's what I say about the 30 kids, but you believe it or not, there is a lot of kids that are just popular, I guess. I don't know. Or their parents are popular usually. And they're like, well, we got so-and-so. Or they have big families. And there's this one family, she even warned me, she's like, we roll deep. I was like, okay, whatever. And then like 70, it was at our old location, and we definitely couldn't house that many. But it was like 70 people there. There were people in the parking lots, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why do you have so many people? And this is my second, third cousin, and something. I'm like, okay, well, you're paying for it, whatever. But yeah,
Fit Life is awesome, and y'all do so much for the community.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's our goal.
Absolutely. It's so nice to see like where you started and where you are now, and know what you have to go forward to for the future.
We're not done. And that's actually something our whole team's going to sit together for January, write our goals for the year, and just kind of come together and see what we can do this next year. 2022 is going to be awesome.
That's awesome.
We're going big.
Well, where can people find you if they want to come get their sweat on, if they want to catch those 5 a.m. classes or Nerf guns or whatever they want to do? Where can they find you? Where can they sign up? Where can they get more info?
It is www.fitlifelufkin.com.
And that's it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah. And they can find you on all the social medias.
Instagram. We're pretty active on there.
Yep. It's Fitts with 2 T's. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So, and then you can always give me a call, 936-208-8455. Don't call her because she won't answer, but I will answer. And it's probably gets on her nerves. I'll answer no matter what I'm doing. This is money right here. It's money. So we're eating. I'm in between bites. I've gotten better though about, I'll call them back.
Let me just say, as someone who's had Casey as a trainer, he's this excited at 5 a.m.
He is.
And I need to get back over there and get
we
back in.
We would be glad to have you.
Thank you,
and
Casey.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, he's a lot of fun and very, very motivational. And
that's the goal.
He is.
Sandi will also teach as well, and she does a great job as well. You got to listen because she's not as loud, but she's just as motivational.
that's right.
Just as motivation.
We can't have too loud.
No, it would be too much probably, but
Yeah, I worked out with Casey for a little while one time. Very on again, off again. But I remember I hadn't worked out in a long time. Came to I think it was the 5 a.m. class. And I tried to eat before I came. That did not go over well. And
not a good move.
Yeah, not a good move. And it got me so pumped up that even after puking my guts out outside, came back in, worked out with you some more.
Yes.
Such motivation there that even after you think you're completely done, you can get a little bit more.
We had our first person throw up in the gym, actually not in the toilet. We've had a bunch of those, and I've had a couple people outside the gym. But he was a young 15-year-old kid, so awesome kid. He ended up signing up, so I mean, it didn't ruin his life too much, which shows a lot about the kid's character. That's awesome to come back. I wish he did help me clean the throw up. That's neither here nor there. But I'm in the corner because at 5 a.m. I actually work out with him. I kind of set the workout up for what we're gonna do. We all partner up and then go after it together. So I'm in the corner working out, and then somebody else is on some the cardio equipment, and I hear that sound, and everybody knows that sound. It's either broken glass, puke, or maybe water is what I was hoping.
Yeah.
Someone spilled a lot of water. I was like, oh, someone spilled a lot of water, or they broke something. There's nothing glass in here, but maybe something glass broke. And then I see everybody's eyes like, oh no, God. And so I kind of walk over and it's there. I'm like, no big deal. I'll just go get the mop. It's cool. It's cool. And I do not do good with throw, like Sandi knows. Blood, throw up,
I missed that morning.
poop, or anything. I do not do good with bodily fluids. My kids are one thing, and I don't even like it then. Like she's many of times.
Yeah.
But I can manage with my own kids.
You're gonna
stuff.
have to watch the video version of that.
Yeah, just to get the facial expressions.
I do not do good with any of that stuff. Anyway, so I'm over there just like cleaning, like just cleaning it up, and I was so mad at that kid at the moment, but I was still going like, "You're cool, man. It's cool, man. It happens. Next time." And I was like, "What did you eat?" And he's like, "Well, it was Gatorade." It's like, "Yeah, I see the Gatorade." And then I was like, "Did you eat popcorn?" He's like, "No, it was yogurt." I was like, and then the next day he was like, "That yogurt had gone bad." I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
That'll do it.
Let's blame it on that.
That'll do it. Don't blame it on the workout. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. And,
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all that y'all do.
Yeah, and congratulations on Small Business of the Year.
Thank you. We appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity. I mean, it was awesome.
He came up. He did his celebratory burpee up on the stage.
Have y'all seen the picture?
And a herpes.
If you missed,
He's like 6 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the picture?
Yeah.
At first, if you look at it at a different angle, I mean, that was pretty cool. If somebody captured a perfect picture, it depends on what angle you look at it. It literally looks like I'm floating in the air.
You were
because
way up there.
I guess my purple suit and my brown shoe kind of blend in together. And so while it was a herky, it looks literally like I'm just flying. I was like, how did I do that? And then I look a little closer. I'm like, oh, that's my knee. Okay. Well, still looks cool though.
It does
That's
look
right.
cool. It looked great.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We
appreciate
you
it, guys.
coming
Thank
on
y'all.
the podcast. And I want to thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. We truly appreciate your support. If you'll do us a huge favor, if you'll rate and review the podcast wherever you're listening, and if you'll share the podcast with someone, whatever podcast you're listening on, you can actually share this episode. If it's something you think someone would be interested in, please do that. And we will see you next week.